Life, a precious gift, treasured by all, a gift so adorned, so cherished it enthralls. The gift of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A gift so synonymous with the word success. But is it really just a gift worth man's own strife? You have heard of the story, truth be told, of the tale of those first 20. Lo and behold, on that fateful day of 1619, they were first brought upon the shores of white quartz and emerald green, forced to work and never freed, forced to suffer, in freedom they must plead. On that day of 1776, you may think all may have been fixed. All men were created equal, they say. But for the men who built our nation, they say nay. A nation of freedom, and without the reign of tyranny. The hypocrisy of a nation with such great disparity. 2 centuries more, for they would have to endure. The free people of a nation would have to succor. A war of ideals torn between people of right and wrong. A war still raging today for so long. Like the fallen petals of a sanguine rose, their blood spilled upon the grounds. Oh, such pathos.
Their humanity has been stripped away from them. This thing called freedom, to them, was more than a gem. To be born with chains and shackles and a price to live. Oh, poor mothers, with their children they had to give. A nation raised with praise to one God. But what about them? Now isn't that odd? 1865 was a year of great progress. However, there was still more that had to be addressed. While they could live and walk around experiencing life, the scars, wounds, and bruises they had were evident of their strife. One could say their war was over. However, the battle would still carry over. And their life within society was all but new. But were you there when things went askew? So much blood and so much tears. How many Supreme Court cases over the years? Sojourner Truth, Francis Harper and Harriet Tubman, Henry Garnet, Solomon Northup and Elizabeth Freeman, David Walker, Leonard Grimes and Frederick Douglass, Harriet Jacobs, Paul Jennings and Harriet Purvis, Charles Remond, Sarah Remond and Josiah Henson, Mary Shadd, James Smith and John Langston. These names are only but the few out of many who fought for what was right. Their names will be forever etched in history as a bright, shining light.
The nation in which we pledge allegiance to, the United States of America. Is it not ironic of the divisiveness apparent in our home? While they are able to go out in peace, why must they still face prejudice and violence? Shouldn't it be ceased? Protest, rallies, and movements arise, but so does hate, violence, and unjust acts antagonize the innocent people who are just but a cornerstone, advocating for peace and equality, just to share a throne. For we have dethroned tyranny and the act of oppression. Yet, it still lingers here, a cloud of repression. Slavery has been defeated and no longer a threat. Yet, its remains still linger here. Let us not forget.
For what are we to do as people of a free nation? Must we ignore the legacy and residue of slavery in stagnation? For not only does it exist in our own society, but around the world, let that not rouse anxiety. For we as humanity are able to achieve peace and unity that we must retrieve. Let us make true the dream that the king so believed, a dream so promising and hopeful, so perceived. Let us not forget this legacy that stained the precept of a free nation, now 'tis strained. For the sake of enlightening the youth, so that they may be aware of our nation's truth.